Well, I'm out for a ride during lunch today on my 75 Goldwing. This is such a good bike. I had to do about a 10-hour day on the road to pick it up a few years ago. It was up in Minneapolis, and it was a little dirty, a little bit rough, but I could see it had a ton of potential. It had the old cracked face plates for the gauges. I sent them to, I think it's in Holland, CB750 Faces. They restored them for me. Took a long time. It was during COVID. It took like 11 months door to door. So it was a little frustrating. I understand during COVID things were kind of crazy, but wow, 11 months. That was kind of shocking. But I sure am happy with them. They did a wonderful job restoring them. There's a little dirt on that one, but the paint looks great. The faces look great. Surprisingly, all the lettering on these idiot lights were in good shape. I didn't need to restore those, but the gauges were pretty bad. Fuel gauge I did not restore. That's original. And in 75, Honda used a color, I believe it was called green black for the face. And then starting in 76, they used a color that is more green and is not so prone to cracking. The green black is kind of neat looking. Indoors under LED lighting, they looked really black. I was kind of annoyed when I got them. I thought they were black, but I took them out in the sunlight and there's definitely a green tint to them. But they do look pretty awesome. For anyone that's ever owned one of these grab bars are pretty rare. I was very happy that this bike had the grab bar with it. I think most folks take them off when they're putting luggage on and the bar gets in the way, so they relocate the blinkers. They'll move them from their standard spot back here to the license plate frame. I'm very glad to have this one, that's for sure. It's interesting that in 75, this chrome piece here holds the spark plug wires in place and just mounted between the carbs. It does not cover the linkage. So later years they used a larger chrome cover and you don't see any of this. It's kind of neat, I think, to be able to see it. Honda used a round stock here for these actuators. Later years they're flat stamped. So kind of an interesting little thing with the 75s. My bike also came with these fatter grips. I believe they were aftermarket back in the 70s, comfort grips. And my 76, the yellow one, had the standard, much skinnier grips that are more of like a standard type of grip. They're just flat all the way across. I like the feeling of these grips that swell in the middle. Feels a lot better in my hands. After owning this bike for a little while, I decided to put a solid state ignition, get rid of the points, and I'm sure happy I did. It runs much better. You can kind of see the newer wire here, a couple wires in it, and then it snakes up and it ties in here, and I don't recall exactly which wire I tapped into. I just did some research and went with what seemed to work for other people, and it sure runs great. The old points did not ever run just perfectly. I replaced them with new points. I just couldn't get it quite right. This runs much better. So I think that's all I've got for today with my 75 GL1000. I am going to hop back on, finish my lunchtime ride, and get back to work.